lecturing in Arizona for several days, and when I got back, I had really no food in my cupboard, so to speak. Nothing was cooked. Didn't feel like going to the grocery store. It was late on a Sunday night, and yet, when I woke up Monday morning, I had a ton of food ready to go, and I didn't cook any of it. So one of the keys to being successful, as you all have learned, is cooking and carrying your food. You know, the day you decide to quit cooking and carrying your food is the day you decided you want to gain all your weight back. So, if you master that skill and you own it, you will have the body that you want for the rest of your life. But there are times and there's moments, maybe on a Saturday when you need a really fast meal and you just don't have any food made. So how did I have some terrific meals made in under 5 minutes and I didn't cook anything? Let me show you some of the skills. Now, keep in mind that if you were to grill several chicken breasts, season them, slice them up, put them in your required amount of ounces of good protein in plastic baggies, freezer baggies, and set them in the freezer, you've always got chicken breasts ready to go in the future, right? So that would be a wise thing to do maybe this weekend. Just when you're cooking chicken, cook extra and put it in single serving packages. Because watch what I did. First of all the grocery stores today have cooked shrimp, deveined, deshelled, the tails are on them. And do you realize this is a super fast, immediate form of protein? Is all you have to do is put your required amount of protein in a bowl, set it under hot water, and in less than 3 minutes, it's ready to eat because it's already cooked. Now, one thing I could do is put shrimp cocktail in a bowl, dip it in shrimp cocktail, put a small potato in the microwave. In 6 minutes, that's done, and you could have an instant meal. Another way that I could use this is once again, set it in the bowl, run it under hot water for just a couple minutes, pluck the tails off, grab one of those bags of already made salads with all the greens in it, pull it out, put it in a bowl, pull the tails off, set that in the bowl, and put that fat-free ranch dressing that I showed you how to make. And of course, you could sprinkle any other frozen vegetables that you put in the microwave on high for a minute and dump in the salad as well. So that would be a quick ranch dressing shrimp salad you can make. But remember, if you had that chicken breast in the freezer, I'm going to show you how you could do a multitude of meals if you already had that ready to go. Okay, now watch this. I woke up Monday morning, I took a Tupperware bowl just like this. In the grocery stores, they have already cooked steamer bags of rice, which I never put in the microwave. I just smash it on the counter, loosen it up, cut it open, and put my required amount of rice in here. And let's say I also maybe want to add a little bit of corn, so maybe I reduce the rice to make room for extra corn, right? So whatever I do, I mix those two things together, they come out to be my 1.5 cups of good carb. Then I just take this frozen shrimp right out of the bag, I don't put it in the sink under water, dump it in the bowl with the rice. Then I take this chopped frozen broccoli. I happen to like it chopped like this because it's in smaller pieces. I really don't care for that big chunk of broccoli. But again, if you don't like broccoli, you could use cauliflower, whatever else you do like. I dump that in the bowl. Then what I did is I simply drizzled this fat-free, low-sugar teriyaki sauce over the whole thing, put the lid on it, and brought it to work. Everything in here was 100% frozen. It all came out of my freezer. I didn't cook any of it. Now, when it came time to eat it, I put it in the microwave on high for 3 to 4 minutes, and I had shrimp teriyaki. And I didn't cook anything. Okay, now another thing I could do. In the supermarket, and we shop at HEB down here, they have these already bags of cooked fried rice. And the beauty of this is it's under 20% fat. It's only got, this thing comes out to be about 18% fat, but it's under 20. So all I do is dump the required amount of fried rice in the bowl. I put that chicken that I cooked earlier in the bowl, or the frozen shrimp again. I like to take frozen Asian vegetables and dump them in there, you know, the kind with the little corns, the snow peas and things like that. And then I drizzle light soy sauce on it, and I just made fried rice. And it could be either shrimp or chicken fried rice, and I didn't cook anything. The supermarket, interestingly enough, has this not only in white, but it also has it in brown. Keep in mind, if you ask me, Keith, which is better to lose weight on, brown or white rice, I'd say it doesn't matter. But if you said, Keith, which is healthier, I'd say, well, then the brown rice, because it hasn't been quite as processed. But again, use whichever rice you like. But again, I didn't cook anything. And right there, I showed you how to make 4 different things and with no cooking. I mean, how hard is that? Now, at the grocery store, they don't just have fried rice, they also have one wild rice. And what I would just do is dump the frozen wild rice in the bowl. Remember, it's already cooked. I would throw that chicken breast that I'd already had in my freezer from before that was cooked, dump that in the bowl. I would throw in some chopped broccoli again. And then I've got a wild rice bowl. And I might think, what else would go good in there for me? And I maybe throw in some diced onions if I have it. I love scallion onions and that. But once again, all those things are frozen. I really don't have to do any work. They also make one like this, which is Spanish rice. And what I love to do with that is I love to take, and this one requires some cooking, but I love to take a package of ground turkey breast. I brown it with taco seasonings. Then I put the required amount of Spanish rice into it, cover it with tomato sauce, and throw in some frozen chopped broccoli. And again, I just made Spanish rice. It tastes almost like a hamburger, although I use the ground turkey with tomato sauce, and that required very little cooking. So you see, there's all kinds of things in your supermarket if you just one day take a little bit of time to look around and see what's there for you. But my point is, I just showed you how you could do several meals and you didn't have to cook any of it. Now, I reserve this stuff for when I need fast and easy because I actually am a good cook. I love to cook and I love all the different things I can create. I posted yesterday my orange chicken recipe on there because I want to show you once again there is absolutely nothing that we cannot eat if we recreate the recipe into an alternative low fat, right? So if it's a low fat recipe, I could virtually do that with almost any recipe. But what I'm showing you here today, I hope you discover that required really no time, effort, or energy. And I could throw one of these, I call them rice bowls. I could throw together a rice bowl in under 5 minutes. I put 2 of them together, I put lids on them, put them in my lunch kit, and off to work I was. And it took me no time. Again, those frozen bowls, whether you put shrimp or chicken in it, require about 3 to 4 minutes on high in the microwave, and they're all set to go. So if you came home late, you had no food cooked, you could now do shrimp cocktail, you could do shrimp fried rice, you could do shrimp salad with ranch dressing. And again, it's almost endless how easy and how enjoyable your program could be if you simply own these skills. Now, somebody much smarter than me once said, knowing but not doing is equal to not knowing at all. And I gotta tell you, I think that's totally true. If you never try any of the recipes I put up there, I think you're really losing a tremendous amount of future success. So if you're not trying these things, you'll never discover how easy it was, how good it could taste. And these are things that go into your recipe repertoire, so there are moments that I have the time to cook. And then there's other moments when I don't have the time to cook and I have a plan for that. And then there's another plan I have for when I travel. You see, so I think that we have maybe, several different moments in our life that are going to be different than just being in our own home. And so this is what I do when I need fast and easy. You pretty much know what I do when I'm at home. And in one of these future segments, we'll kind of look at what I do when I travel as well. I hope this video is helpful for you. If you have any questions, be sure to turn to your coach. That's what they're there for. Thanks, everybody.